Let me explain a demo which demonstrates the difference between floating data type and double data type. So you can see here the program. So here I am declaring two things. One is float. F value means floating value. Let us say I'm dividing I'm performing an operation 1 divided by 3. So as I said, slash indicates division operator, and this dot is a decimal point. 1.0 you need to mention, instead of saying 1 by 3 you have to mention 1.0 divided by 3.0, because this is a floating point value representation. Similarly, we have other variable. I am declaring a d value. D is a variable. I am saying I am giving a name. You can give any name for this. D for double value, VL for value, double value. So this is a keyword you have to use as it is. This is a name I am using to store this answer. What is the answer? 1 divided by 3. That is 1.0 divided by 3.0. So this is a division operator, as I said. Division operator for a slash of that is a forward slash. And these are the comments here. Whenever double backwards double forward slash and followed by some text is there, means this is a comment, we call it as. So comment is for readability, for making user to understand what that particular operation is. So in program you can do like this, you can type. So these are the two variables. As I said, always program starts with a main, and first instruction to be executed is the float f value equal to 1 divided by 3, and similarly double second instruction executed is double d value divided by 1.1 by 3. Now after doing this, I am trying to print these two values. So as I said, print is a keyword, and there should be opening brace here, and similarly there should be closing brace, and the text between these two double quotes will be as it is printed. So the text between these two double quotes, I'll explain you in detail about this when we are dealing with the printf function. For now we understand whatever you mention the text. So this text as it is printed except these three. So these three meaning is, I'll tell you now. These three characters. So this already I've mentioned earlier. So it is the slash n meaning is it prints a new line. Means what? This output float value will be printed in one line, and the second line, because of this new line, the second text is going to be printed here in the second line. Okay, that is double value will be printed here because of the slash n character. So similarly, what about this percentage is a format specifier. Format specifier means what? What type of data we are going to print. This variable is f value and d value are the variables you have to use. So there is a comma after that. So between the double quotes, whatever the text you want to print, followed by a comma, then variable. Okay, variable name. This is the variable, and as usual, every statement ends with the semicolon. Right? So now here percentile is a format specifier. When I say format specifier, what type of data this particular f value is going to store. Similarly, what type of data this d value is going to store. That's a format specifier. I am mentioning this format specifier as a f for float. Okay. So means I am telling this f value variable has to store the data in a floating point representation. Okay. Then d value is also other variable which is also storing lf. Lf is basically for lf meaning is double. Okay, double type. Simply f meaning is float. So whenever a letter called f is present after percentile, that indicates it's a floating point data. Lf is present, it is double point data. Now one more point here is after decimal point, I'm mentioning 15. That means what? After decimal point, you print up to 15 digits. After decimal point, up to 15 digits, you print it. That's the meaning of it. Okay. Similarly, here also, after decimal point, you print 15 digits. Right? Now, let me run this code for you. You can see here. So I'm running the code. The first instruction is f value So that is executed. You can see left hand side window, you have memory storage, and the bottom is the terminal here, the block window. Terminal means console window, we call it as, where output will be printed, and two instructions I executed. Now memory variable d value, f value, storing some values here. Now first I am trying to print the f value here, so that is up to 15 digits. After decimal value, up to 15 digits I want to print. Now when I run this, you can see bottom here. So this bottom, it is storing up to, after decimal value, 15 digits. Then, so if I go to the next step executed is, here it is, after decimal value, 15 values. Now understand the difference between these two here. So after decimal, you can see after 7 digits only, this precision is changing, some random values are coming. Okay, whereas here after 15, up to 15, all are correct values only. So that is the meaning of precision. Floating precision means it can only retain correctly, give you correctly up to 6 to 7 digits after the decimal point, right? So whereas the double one can double, with the variable which is declared double, it can give up to 15 to 18 or 16, whatever it is, so more than 15 points. After 15 decimal point, up to 15 decimal, up to 15 positions, you will get a precise value, correct value. That's the meaning of, so it representing double and float values.